Hey guys, let's talk about how to use remote viewing to win the lottery. If you have not already heard of remote viewing, you should go ahead and check out my video. I will post that here. I'm not going to do a step-by-step introduction on how to do remote viewing, as that would take this entire video. So check out that video if you need to know how to do remote viewing, and make sure that you have practiced remote viewing before attempting this exercise. Already, after trying it a couple times, I got 2 numbers correct and I got 4 numbers correct. You can use this for whatever lottery that you are focused on. It is easier to remote view people or places that you are familiar with. And it is also possible to remote view a future event. And that is what we are aiming at. We are going to remote view the future so that we will see those lottery numbers as they are being drawn. There are 2 ways that you can do this. You can choose to see the numbers being drawn by remote viewing yourself, or by remote viewing the person who actually conducts the drawings. Let's start by talking about how to remote view yourself. You will want to get in the habit of watching the drawings for the lottery of your choice. Then, knowing that you will be watching the drawings and seeing the correct numbers, you will remote view yourself at that future date. Remember to take deep breaths and clear your mind before beginning. Then you will focus on seeing yourself at that moment of time, paying attention to where you are sitting as you watch the drawing occur, what device you are viewing it on, and so forth. The more you focus on all of the details in this moment, the clearer the imagery will become. Watch the numbers as they start to appear on the video you're watching, and write them down. If you have trouble trying to view this through your own eyes, try to view it through the person who conducts the drawings. If you're not familiar with who this person is or where these drawings take place, you will need to do some research. Look up the name of this person and try to find as many pictures of them as you can. You will want to get as familiar with their facial features as possible. See how they normally dress, how they act, and so on. Find out where the building is that the drawings occur at. Try to find pictures of the inside of the building and watch videos of previous drawings taking place there. All of these things will help you become more familiar with the person and the place, which will increase your chances of success. Then apply the same remote viewing technique we've discussed. Take deep breaths, clear your mind, say their name repeatedly while picturing their face up close until it feels like your consciousness is suddenly pulled into that viewpoint. Again, pay attention to as many details as you can gather, and then watch the drawing take place. Write down the numbers that you see. When I have tried this, I have only used 1 line of numbers, which costs $2. So worst case scenario, you're out $2. Best case scenario, you will see that you get some of these numbers correct, or maybe you get them all correct on the first try. Who knows? The only way that you will know how successful you are is by trying this. And keep in mind that numbers are some of the most difficult things to see in a psychic sense. So for example, numbers can be inversed, especially if you think about how they are coming down through the machine and landing. You know, are you seeing the numbers in your head upside down or backwards? It's possible, right? And so you really have to think about the possibilities of the numbers. That's where I struggle sometimes, is thinking I have the numbers right, but really they were backwards. So, you know, certain numbers are no problem at all, like 11. 11, if it's upside down, if it's backwards, it's still 11. You know, 33 is very easy to see, it's still going to be 33, and so forth. But if you think about numbers 41 and 14, those are easy to get switched. Even if you think about 21 and 51, the 2 and the 5 can be pretty similar. And so sometimes it's hard to decipher in those mental images. It's hard to see very clearly like we see right now. And the more you practice, the better it gets. But keep in mind that you have to account for those errors as you are transmitting these messages. And so think about other possibilities. And another thing that helps with this is doing your research as to the winning numbers that have recently come up for that lottery. So just going back to the Powerball example here, if you look at the last winning numbers for, say, the past 4 to 5 draws, you will see that sometimes those numbers repeat themselves, and it happens more often than it should happen, right? So this is useful for a couple of different things. If you have more than one low number, for example, which could be your Powerball, then you need to figure out which one of those is going to be the Powerball. Now, maybe you're lucky and you got that sense of that red ball as opposed to the white balls. And so you're going to go with your, number that you saw when you sensed red. But if not, what you can do is look and see, these numbers that I have, did they hit the main balls or the Powerball recently? And kind of look through, and most of the time, if those numbers are going to repeat, they're going to repeat either as a main number or that Powerball. So that can help you as well when you're thinking about your inverse numbers, backwards or upside down. Is it really 14 or is it 41? Well, geez, this number has hit recently, and it has hit a lot in the past, and it seems to repeat itself. It might likely be that number. So keep all of these things in mind. I hope that you guys will give this a try, because it is just exciting to see what your mind is capable of. It's exciting to see how well you can do with this and how much you can improve over time. And oh my gosh, the excitement of actually getting these lottery numbers correct, right? So I hope you found this helpful. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.